Tonight, Week 11 gets underway with AFC East rivals doing battle here in Foxborough. Strap in. It's an NFL rivalry like few others. The Jets and the Patriots next on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This NFL rivalry series has been a popular one, and it continues here. Jets and Patriots underway on a Thursday night. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, we go. Tuesday right here. You ready to get set up?
Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A great matchup here in the Northeast. We know about the New York-Boston rivalries and other sports, and this one just as heated. It goes back all the way to the AFL days in the 60s. Plus, you might recall it was a Jets-Patriots game in 01. It introduced Tom Brady to the NFL world as he took over for an injured Drew Bledsoe. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Well, you look at this Patriots defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Patriots at 500, sitting at 5-5. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
May going to give it to Henderson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Will McDonald there on the tackle. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
A nice pickup of 17 yards. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only Charles in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
to the air. May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
You talk about this Jets defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henderson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
They'll throw with May. He'll try and do this himself.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's May. He'll try to pick it up himself.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. As they've got it as we resume action.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
In motion left is Mitchell. A shotgun snap for Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Again, it's Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. CD, put on your OC cap here. What do you do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed. Now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are, I want some mobility. I want some movement, putting the ball in the hands of my quarterback and giving him a run-pass option. And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Ramondre Stevenson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing now is Geno.
That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Geno now to throw.
And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll send Mitchell in motion right. Now Smith. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Hey, on turbo.
In motion left is Mitchell. They'll run with Hall. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. From the gun, here's Smith. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
There to make the grab.
And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive one made it to the end zone. Drive two resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second down and 8. To throw, it's May. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Andre Cisco there on the stop. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw. May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that's going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A big play there for New England. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step. Step back as he loses a yard or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing here is May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
They're going on 4th down. May. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, New England. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Patriots take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. May going to try to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Smith. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They snap it to Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Out of the gun, Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, let's go Sunday.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here's Smith. This is caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 27.
On 3rd down is Stevenson.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
May looking to run. That is caught by Williams for a Patriots touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Gino. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. There he goes again. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Smith now to throw. He finds Wilson.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. To the 25 before it's all said and done. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Smith.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Now, we saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here's Smith. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Smith to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go on 4th. Smith going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Hey, what's that?
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.